it's very difficult for them to get this message passed to them. And and again, this team, they done such a great job, and it's very difficult to get such a great team, and you may have a chance of losing those.
Mr. Alok, I cannot expect this from you because you are a technical person. You have a better facts and figures. You can make them understand because this is the job of a leader who can make them understand to your team. Also, if you are a good technical person, you can make them understood what actually is the things are going on in the company, and we have to understood the situation and we have to work out on that parameter.
But sir, you should be knowing the skill which we require. It's very it's limited, and we don't have such a level of people in markets. It's very difficult for me to get team such like that, and I don't want my people. They are my family, and I don't want to lose them.
Boss, even your team, even you are my family. I'm watching this company as a family. I'm even serving this company from the past 10 years, and you guys are serving from this company from last so many years. And I even am every time appraising this thing. That's why I'm just want the good discussion between you and me so that we can have a joint solution of the problems. Even if we just all see the situation like this, not only in terms of the apprehension or in terms of the salary hike, we cannot be able to understand the company situation. We have to understand the company situation. We have to gain a trust of the customers, of the shareholders also, because all things are not only depend on the salary. We have to see other external factors also.
Sir, we totally understand the situation the company is going through, and as you are saying all through, we understand this is a situation, but we also need to understand and see that how our team member is doing. So we have in the beginning of the year set very high target for them, and if you closely look at, the people are performing. Although we have a mix-up of new team members, experienced team member, and some people who have with the company from past 10 years. So if we do the salary cut in a year where they have performed marginally, not everyone is performed the target, I understand, and that's why balance sheet is not as good.
Okay, Akshay, what additional point you want to convey? How can we reduce the profit? How can we reduce the negative balance sheet? How can we actually make them in a profitable figure?
I think salary cut is not only the one option. We can also see the other benefit that we are giving. So I know in this war, in this today's time, that transport is one of the heavy cost to the company. So rather than giving doing a salary cut or giving a very low hike to the people, we can probably see that who are the people who are coming from very close, and we can, rather than giving them transport, we can look for alternative option. So if we look at the other option which can reduce the cost rather than just going through the salary cut, might give us a better option, like to convince the employees that as a company, although we haven't done very great in this year, but because of such
I agree with you, but if I just talk about the salary figure of the total company's net profitability, salary is coming as a 67% of the total net profitability. That is a major big bucket of the company's balance sheet. If I just simply ignore this thing and just work on the another factor, then the another factor will be most effective. I don't want to affect each and every factor. I just want to affect the every factor marginally so that the overall profitability can be increased. I am just agreeing with both of your points. I will try to just sort out the points and just merge out the points so that at last I am just convincing. I am just saying to you that I will try to work on the salary part, but I am not saying that I will work only on the salary part. I will work on the other factors also, like the promotional activities, your travel expenses and all these things. I will try to work out, but that's a situation that you have to understood, and we have to work upon on this thing.
Yeah, we are with you, sir, but just the last point I want to make, that we need employees to get the revenue. So if we don't have employees, then obviously the revenue will come even more less.
Definitely agree. Even I don't want to lease a bucket of employees for just a severe situation. When company is with you, when you have served for the company, company will serve you. Thank you.
Give them a big hand. See, one thing which all of us must have noticed, that they were speaking very fluently and they were using good English. Communication was good, maybe a little bit repetitive here and there. Probably if you had paused, you would have been a little better.
Actually, the conversation.
But I was particularly impressed with you. He spoke very well because it looked as if he is really agitated. Give them a big hand. Next team from that table.
Hello everyone, I'm Tushar. I'm CEO of company ABC, and we are basically enacting the same scenario that these guys have done. We'll try to be a little different, but let's see. And I have with me my HR director Rakesh and my finance director Umesh. So I'll give you a little bit of background. The market scenario right now across the world is very gloomy, and specifically in Europe, which is one of our key stakeholders. So what they have done is they have asked us to cut costs, or because our bottom line is not increasing and so is the top line. So what they have thought of is, for the interim period, we can cut our expenses so that we can increase our bottom line without doing anything else. So what I've done is I've asked Umesh to prepare a position of the company, of the financials. And I'm doing, sorry. So I'm just about to invite both of them in my room. Hi guys.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Two of my favorite people. So how are your daughters doing?
Fine.
Good, good. So I've called you guys to discuss a very important issue. As you guys are aware that market scenario across the world is very bad, and so is our shareholders position. So can you please present the financial condition of the company as of now?
I'm afraid that our numbers are very poor, and they are no different from what other companies are facing in the recession. Our top line has been showing negative growth for last 2-3 years, and it is steadily coming down. And bottom line is also squeezing. So as a result of that, the earning per share is coming down steadily over the years. And while analyzing the cost structures, I have noticed that salary constitutes the biggest part of our expense. Say it is around 80%. So I mean, this is eating into our reserves. So continuing our business at this cost structure, it would be very difficult. And currently we are being able to manage this cost structure only by eating into the capital. And this is against that basic principle of that revenue expenditure has to be met with the revenue income. And my concern is that if we keep eating into the capital, and tomorrow when the tide turns and we have some acquisition or capital plans, funding opportunities, we will be left with very little capital. So I mean, this is gloomy, but this is the picture of the company.
Okay, fine. So let's make a note on the point that what is the result of the incentive programs that we have introduced 6 months back. Why are they not delivering results? Make a note. We'll discuss those things in other meetings. And now over to you. Can you tell me what will happen if I were to outsource a couple of our processes to external vendors, or if I go for salary cuts, or if I go for letting go some of our employees, or go for the budget cuts of the department? Can you please explain?
Sir, you have already given me the topic yesterday, so I have prepared that. The things, everybody is knowing that market is facing the recession, and as my colleague is telling you, the business figure, and that is supporting that. This is not the economic of this company only, this is the industry figure. So we have some measures, and we have to see the implications of that. Okay, what are the measures as you asked? So outsourcing, yes, I do agree with that. We have already promoted that outsourcing, and we very few employees on the permanent panel having the pension liability and other things. and some of the senior most skilled people that we have to retain in any situation. So one by one, I will just address your issues, and if anything is out of the box, we'll just rectify that. One is the skilled employee. My team is already worked on that. We have the internal assessment of that. Based on the performance bonus and other output, we have a skilled employee, yes, and they are running the company. But at the same time, we have feedback. Some of the employees not giving 100%. If we will go for the salary cut, it will impact all. But it's better to, it should be selective. So I will give you the details if required. And other things, this is very early stage to say about the recession. I'm also just have a look from the paper. This is the initial stage. Shall we wait for some time? In my opinion, we have a long-term relationship with the employees, and we have the concern of that because directly salary cut may impact the reputation of the company and rating of the company. Again, if the market will rectify, it will make a problem for us. That's why I recommend personally to cut some fringe benefit that is not required, and to cut the performance bonus, not cut, reduced. And I hope some of the employees do agree with that, because if the situation, they have the financial background, they are knowing the company situation, they are contributing for the company, so they may agree for that. We may start with these measures. And sir, we must have some meeting with the shareholders, because this is the recession time. They cannot have the patience, because the company is outperforming the past years. So we must try to convince them first. So the measures must have in a planned manner, so that it will protect my reputation and the future profitability of the company. Sir, this is my personal view. If you need to rectify this, please guide me.
Okay. Thank you both of you for your views. Let me let me deal with each of the points one by one. First, I've had meeting with the shareholders, and I don't think they are wrong. We should be prepared for the worst, and the early we prepare, the better we'll be to deal with it. So I don't think meeting with shareholders will be a very good idea. However, I have always been advocating this idea that we should always try to increase our top line, and that will flow into the bottom line rather than cutting our costs. But since this situation is very different and unique, so we will have to go for cost cutting. That is one point. Second, you make a list of the employees who are not performing to the standards that we have set. Share that list with the department heads and discuss with them what can be done and how much cuts can we do. Basis those discussions, you need to analyze how much money are we saving. Are we saving enough money so that we can actually deal with the crisis or not? Because if we are cutting their salaries and their bonuses and still not be able to make the cuts that we want to, so we'll be losing both ways. We'll be losing our employees' trust as well, and we'll not be able to achieve what we strive to. So please work together and see how much and to what extent it can be done. And I'll have again meeting with each of the department heads. I'll explain to them what needs to be done, and they'll fully cooperate with you. But I want you guys to work extra hard on this and take this up.
Good, give them a big hand. You and you also. Still this country. But you spoke very well. Otherwise, you were very fluent. Both of you. you have need a little fluency also. You are fluent. So avoid. Have a longer pause. Okay, give them a big hand.
To forward me representation of the Dutch pension company to invest in India. Dutch person Navneet Kumar and fund manager X Dalbir Singh.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning to all of you. It is good afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to represent.
Close, Mike.
I'm going to represent a trustee of Dutch pension fund, because you know pension fund is a very long-term investment. We have some liabilities from our employees, and we need to fulfill these liabilities. And we need some country where we can invest our money and we can fulfill our liabilities. I'm crazy about the India, so I'm going to India to meet some fund manager, how he can help me to meet the liabilities of my employees. Okay, and into India. Hello. I'm good.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I have $100 million pension fund. I want to invest in India. At first, I would like to know something about you. Very first thing, do you have experience to invest pension fund?
Yeah, we are very good in market. Yeah, I hope come to us. You should have done your experience and do some data search as well. We are one of the well-known organization in the
Please
market.
manage your mic. Yes.
Who keep your customer very happy in terms of how to maintain pension and all. And we are very good in the past. We are the customer who are we are the one who taking care of the companies in terms of return, and we provide return even better than their expectations in the past. And we have a customer like who invest not even 100 million in like 1 billion as well into our with us. So we are a very well known organization.
Okay, thanks for your brief, but I will tell you one key fundamental of a pension trust fund. It's not a short-term investment. We need a long-term investment, because I need to have something which can complete the need of my employees after 30 years, not only 2 years. Okay, I have a few questions on the fundamental side I would like to ask you. The first thing, I would like to earn the rate of return on my pension fund at least 5 to 6%. So can you tell me how much experience you have?
It's a good benchmark in terms of earning return. But yes, I would like to mention as well that in the past we've given a return of around 9% as well. There were companies like who came to us with the 8% return they required, and at the end of their period and during the time period we given them 9% as well. So we have on an average we have a return of around 8.5, which varies till 9% as well. So we want to guarantee you that we'll give you what you want for us.
Okay. How do you work towards the diversification of fund? Which type of companies you like to choose and you choose in your fund?
Generally, as per in the past experience and what we are currently doing with other organizations, we used to invest 60% in equity and 40% in debentures or mutual funds, where we marginally earn 7.75% as a fixed for 20 years. So these are kind of diversification, and we want to continue with that because we had a good experience in the past to earn that, and currently we are doing the same with other organizations. Generally, we in terms of equity where we invest, we have a companies like ABC and XYZ. If you check the Chrysler website, you'll see that those organizations will are treated as an AA plus and AA organization. So these are companies, and we have a very good business relationship with them. So so you can check and check that whatever I said, it's true.
Okay, but when we're going to invest in some market, there is always risk involved. I know there are so many risks, and even though this country is new to me, I would like to know about the risk involved from the perspective of investment in your market. How you can ensure me that there is no risk? If there are some risk, how you can face them so that I should not be in a position to lose my pension fund, because I have responsibilities of 1,000 employees from my pension trust. I need to complete their liabilities after 10 years, 20 years and 30 years.
So I agree with that. Every customer who go to somewhere, they'll take care of the risk as well. So yes, like I hope you know that the time that we had a recession in 2008, and I'll tell you, and you'll be happy to know this, that we are the only organization who provide a return
in plus, because most of the organization went into the negative sign.